Hey guys, it's Chloe, and today I am here with a brand new video. Today I am doing a sort of discussion video. It's not going to be really long. It's probably going to actually be really short because I'm terrible at doing discussion videos. But today I just wanted to talk to you guys about how I rate my books, or just how I rate books in general. And the reason I want to do a video about this is I started thinking a couple of weeks ago about, what do my ratings mean to me. Like, I had a rough idea of what I was thinking, but a lot of the time I was following what Goodreads considered for each star rating, and I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore because I wanted to be able to have more of a rating style to myself that reflected my opinion. So I wrote out some notes on my phone and about what each star rating means to me. I do rate a lot of half stars sometimes, and Goodreads does not, so we'll discuss that throughout this video. But just for basics, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I rate based off of a 5-star rating scale system, 5 being the best and 1 being the worst. And we're going to start by telling you what each star means, and then kind of discuss half stars and stuff like that. I'm winging this as we go along. So starting off with 1 star, a 1 star for me means that I hated the book. A lot of the times if I'm not liking a book, I won't finish it, but there are times when I do finish books that I'm not enjoying while reading. So a 1 star is I hated it. I absolutely did not like it at all. There's not even like a redeeming quality for it. If I could give it 0 stars, I would give it 0 stars. Which, I mean, I guess that's an option, but Goodreads just considers it unrated. Moving up to 2 stars. A 2 stars means that I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it. There was something about it that made me rate it a star higher, or made me keep going with the book. A really good example of this is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. I can't remember if I rated that a 2 or a 2.5. It might have been a 2. But that book, I did not like that book. I didn't like any of the jokes in it. But I was intrigued because it had very short chapters, and the way it was told was intriguing to me. So I did not give it a 1 star. I think I gave it 2 stars, and that's a good example of I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it, so there was something that made me keep going. 3 is very middle ground. 3 means, neutral. It was okay, or it was not great, but it wasn't terrible. So a lot of the times if I feel just okay about a book, I rate it a 3. I know 3 is a very middle number, so it's very neutral and just okay for a lot of people, and that's how it is for me as well. And I've noticed lately a lot of my books I've been rating a 3.5, but again, when we get to half stars, we'll talk about that later. A 4 means it was really great. There were only small issues that I had, so if there was an issue, it was enough to bump it down a star, but not enough to ruin the story for me, so it was still a really great read. And a 5 star is it was amazing and perfect, and there was nothing wrong with it for me. Now that we've discussed the 5 levels that I have, I want to discuss half stars, because a lot of the time recently I've been rating my books 3.5 stars. So we're going to use 3.5 because it's a really good example. So a 3 means okay, a 4 means it was really great, only small issues. So for me, a 3.5 is the book was good. As in, I don't think the book deserved to be just okay, because I enjoyed it more than that, but I don't think that this book is really great. And I feel like for 3.5 would mean good. It's a good middle ground for me on that. And so a 3.5 is just good for me, and most of the time I'll discuss my issues that I had with this. So in the month of May, I gave 3 books 3.5 stars, and we're going to use Dear Martin as an example, because Dear Martin is a very short read that I picked up for a readathon that I did last month, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, Scallywagathon. I picked it up for Scallywagathon. So for Dear Martin, it is split into 2 parts. The first part, I really was not liking this book. I really didn't care to continue on. And then part 2 was very redeeming for me, and it redeemed the whole book. That being said, 3 is okay for me, and 4 is really great. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars because half of the book I was not enjoying, but then the second half was much better than the first, and it intrigued me to keep going because I wanted to know what happened at that point. So I decided that this book was just going to be good, in the sense where it's like you have to get to a certain point until I thought it was good. I'm the same way, honestly, with A Court of Mist and Fury. I really only like the second half of that book, but we're not going to talk about Asimov right now. Down below in the comments, I would really like you guys to let me know some of how you rate books. If you agree with how I rate books, if you don't agree, if you have a different method, let me know some of the things that you guys do. I know one of my favorite booktubers, Books and Lala, has her own rating system, and I feel like she rates more critically than I do. Maybe not more critically, but she does rate, I feel like, better than I do, or has a better rating system. Mine is a very new rating system that I'm getting into the habit of using, that I really enjoy. And yeah, maybe in my next wrap-up I'll, discuss, well, in my wrap-ups I'll discuss like why I gave it X amount of stars. I tend to always do that anyway. So yeah, down below in the comments, let me know your thoughts. That's pretty much all I have for the discussion. I just wanted to say my piece. I know this is a very short discussion video. Some discussions are really long. Mine are not. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you don't want to answer any of the questions in the comments, then leave me an emoji to let me know that you watched this video. If you want to check out my vlog, Jenna Coalescence, it's linked in the description below. And if you'd like to see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so click subscribe so you'll be updated for when I post those. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! In the darkness, I don't feel so cold.